Thank you all so much for joining us today to learn more about the ABA Bank Marketing School. My name is Lauren Schlenker, and I am with the American Bankers Association. I am the program manager on the Bank Marketing School. I do want to start off by letting you all know that we are going to be recording today's information session, and we will be sending out a copy of the recording after the call ends. So just wanted to let you all know that up front. But again, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We are really looking forward to providing you with more information around BMS. So ABA is committed to providing top-notch professional development opportunities for the banking industry, and the Bank Marketing School definitely delivers on that. We like to say that our programs are by bankers for bankers. And the Bank Marketing School was developed by an amazing advisory board that is comprised of your bank marketing peers who understand the daily challenges that you're going through and what it takes to be successful in bank marketing. So today you're going to get to hear from some of those advisory board members who have been instrumental in developing the 2025 content and school experience. So today, I just want to give you all kind of an overview of what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be starting with a high-level overview of the 2025 Bank Market.
Lauren, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'll start at the beginning of this slide. So I just want to give you all an overview of everything that we're going to be talking about during the information session today. So we'll start off with a high-level overview of what the 2025 Bank Marketing School curriculum and schedule looks like and what the in-person experience is going to look like. We'll talk about the benefits of attending the Bank Marketing School, and then we'll discuss the Certified Financial Marketing Professional, or CFMP certification that ties into the school. So this is going to be a high overview of the school, and I encourage you to ask any questions that you have throughout in the chat. We do have ABA staff monitoring the chat, so if you have any questions that you think of, please feel free to put those in there and we will address those as they come through. But we are also going to leave a few minutes at the end for questions. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our advisory board members who are going to be speaking today. So we have Liz Nagy, who is our advisory board chair this year. She is the vice president, director of sales and marketing and digital banking at the Honesdale National Bank. We have Teresa Wendhausen, CFMP faculty member. She teaches our PR and communications course, as well as is an advisory board member. She is the Vice President, Branding and Communications Manager at First National Bank and Trust Company. Tim Gerard, CFMP, he is a 2024 graduate and he is our Bank Marketing School student representative this year. He is the Marketing Research and Analytics Officer at Bay Coast Bank. And then we have Mickey Bell Shields Manley, CFMP. She's a 2023 graduate and is on the advisory board as well. And she is the Assistant Vice President, Director of Marketing at CF Bank. And then on the ABA side today, we have myself. Like I said, I oversee the Bank Marketing School and then additionally our Bank Marketing Conference. We have my colleagues, John Capitasto, who is our Vice President of Programs, Mark Greenhaw, Senior Director, Marketing Strategy, and then Mark DeBaugh and Gary Sharma, who are on the certifications team. So they'll be talking to you a little bit later on more about the CFMP. So with that, I would like to go ahead and pass the floor over to Teresa Wendhausen to kick things off.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. Hi, everyone. As Lauren said, I am Teresa Wendhausen. I'm the Branding and Communications Manager at First National Bank and Trust Company out of Beloit, Wisconsin. Not to be confused with one of the other 260 other First Nationals out there, but I'm the one in Beloit, Wisconsin. So I am a graduate of the ABA Bank Marketing School, as well as the Stonier Graduate School of Banking. And I now serve on the advisory board for the marketing school, and I teach the public relations and communications course here. So I'm incredibly passionate about the difference that this program makes for individuals and their banks. One of the most valuable takeaways from the Bank Marketing School is understanding the direct impact of marketing on how a bank makes money. You'll come away with a deep understanding of banking fundamentals, how products, services, and customer experience are really key to revenue. And as a marketer, you're going to gain insights into your role in this process, helping drive growth and contribute to your bank's profitability. Through this week-long immersion into the curriculum, you're going to learn from faculty who bring real-world experience in core areas like marketing planning, sales strategy, compliance, and even the latest in marketing AI. And the ROI on attending the ABA Bank Marketing School is substantial. You're going to leave with a set of tangible skills and best practices that you can start implementing right away, from strategies for attracting and retaining customers to frameworks for marketing campaigns and brand management. Beyond the classroom, one of the most invaluable aspects of the program, and personally my favorite, is the network of like-minded professionals that you're going to gain. This network becomes an extension of your team, and quite frankly, for me, they've become personal friends for many, many years. I graduated from the school 2 decades ago, and it's amazing how frequently, as recently as today, I was communicating with a couple of the people I graduated with. So this group of colleagues that you're going to be meeting will be from across the country, and they're all facing the same challenges and opportunities. They're people now that you're going to be able to rely on for their ideas and support well after graduation. So for anyone considering the bank marketing school, this investment in yourself, and for managers out there who are considering sending somebody from your team to the school, this is truly an extremely valuable experience. You're going to return with new confidence, practical knowledge, and a support system that is invaluable in our fast-changing industry. So I encourage you to consider this investment into your future and the future of your bank. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Liz, and she's going to run you through the schedule.
Thanks so much, Teresa. The itinerary for the school I'm about to walk through with you is a roadmap of opportunity. I am a 2015 graduate of the Bank Marketing School and immediately went on to pursue and earn my CFMP. I am continuously grateful for the role it played in my career development, and I know this year's participants are going to feel the same. Every aspect of ABA BMS is immersive, timely, and relevant. And as such, each year the curriculum has been refined by our industry-leading faculty and advisory board. The courses have been built to ensure that you are gaining the foundational concepts that enable your ability to manage your role and resources effectively, be an active contributor to executive leadership and bank strategies, and most importantly, set you on a path to facilitate and respond to the continuously changing industry landscape. Each of the courses is a building block, enabling you to cement knowledge and invigorate your interest in their application. I encourage you to work with your bank to ensure that you are truly out of office and focused on being an active participant in the school experience during class time. I know this can be a very tall order, but I assure that you will be focused on use cases for your financial institution and your professional growth, so it's time extremely well spent. So to maximize your time and participation at BMS, your experience will begin with a few digital primers. A virtual orientation on April 14th will get you acquainted with some of your classmates and provide the all you need to know in advance of your arrival in Atlanta. Between orientation and arrival, we will also ask for your participation in 3 pre-recorded courses. This coursework establishes many of the concepts that will serve as guideposts throughout the school and set you on that true trajectory. With that, I encourage you to treat those sessions with the same attention that you would our in-classroom experiences. Trust me, these faculty members will have you engrossed and ready for school. On Saturday, April 26th, you will be greeted with a warm bank marketing welcome at the Emory Conference Center, and I truly mean that. The afternoon provides an exceptional platform for you to unwind and build the extended network of industry colleagues that Teresa referenced. And these individuals will truly become lifelong friends, brainstormers, and confidants. Your daily learning experience will run the length of a full workday as we aim to mark and make the most of our time together and provide you with as many tangible takeaways as possible. As you review this course schedule, know that the focus areas and content were carefully curated and crafted by subject matter experts, CFMPs, and bank marketing peers. The concepts were refined to make the subjects digestible and, most importantly, actionable. These aren't lectures. A school built by bank marketers for bank marketers. It is an interactive learning environment with hands-on experience that thrives on ideation and outcomes that will send you home with career-building confidence that you'll be able to put into practice day one. Throughout the week, you will engage with the one and only marketing planning guru, Lance Kessler. Lance will establish the thread that will carry throughout your courses and provide you with the concepts that are driving forces, helping you and your FI shape marketing's outcomes and organizational value. This also sets the stage for coursework that surrounds our fictional bank, for which you will learn to assess, develop strategies, and transform throughout your freshly polished marketing skill set. These high-level strategies will be grounded with tangible approaches for you to structure your marketing plan and execute measurable performance growth. Key concepts regarding data and analytics and bank profitability are a staple of our school. These classes give you the backbone to understand your bank's balance sheet and derive profit-building campaigns based on data and metrics that are of greatest importance to your executive leadership. This will give you the confidence to map marketing plans that have collective support internally. Likewise, one of the hardest battles a bank marketer may fight is providing its true revenue generation capabilities. Our ROI sessions exceptionally demonstrate how to measure return on your marketing efforts and elevate the methodologies used to deliver on the metrics most important to your CEO. And what methodologies may those be? Being able to understand and effectively communicate with our key stakeholders. And that's a critical component of bank marketing, whether you are a small community bank or one of the big three. Our faculty illustrate the opportunities and potential that surrounds embracing marketing to multicultural consumers, yielding you and your bank insights that will diversify your strategies for customer relationship success. Public relations and community relations are a significant consideration for banks of all shapes and sizes. And these courses provide insight into structuring programs and playbooks that will enable your bank to be proactive and nimble in all fields of communication. From donation management to crisis communications, this course will ensure your mission and strategies echo through all of your bank's actions. Your bank's brand is also an asset. We don't need to tell you that twice. Our hot off the press new brand intelligence course will illuminate how brand permeates all aspects of the marketing function and your institutional's growth. And as marketers, we know that brand voice translates into our content strategies. BMS will be providing strong frameworks to guide creation and deployment of content to satisfy your target audience's interests and preferred channels. And when it comes to content, AI is certainly the elephant in the room. We are proud to be in our second year of offering marketing AI as part of our curriculum. As the banking industry and marketing function continues to evolve, this course has been even further refined to highlight the application of the technology that manifests itself into operational efficiencies, creative development, and customer experience. On the flip side, regulatory and risk management come with the territory with bank marketing. Believe me when I say you will be enthralled as we guide you on how to assess and manage risk and advocate for marketing strategies that will keep your institution on the straight and narrow. We want you to forge partnerships with your compliance officers rather than remain enemies of the state. Creating these bridges and partnerships, not silos, is a critical element of bank leadership. The art of marketing is brought to light whilst encouraging marketing and sales teams to work together to identify product offers, target markets, and create results-focused campaigns using available data and ROI measurement. These are the synergies that become game-changing for you and your institution. The culmination of your learning experience is a group presentation on Friday morning. We strongly encourage you to build your departure travel plans for Friday afternoon or evening to ensure you can showcase your learning and gain other takeaways from your peers. And as you can see, there is every reason that ABA BMS is the premier solution for driving your marketing division, your FI, and your career to new heights. Year after year, students share that the day they return to the office, they are already putting key learnings into practice and setting new goals and targets for their teams. I cannot stress enough that this isn't a singular experience. Bank Marketing School and the network of resources that comes with it are an evergreen toolbox for growth and application. This is a defining opportunity that will pay dividends throughout your career. If my testament isn't enough, at this time, I am going to introduce to you two individuals that I am grateful to now have as friends. These former students and advisory board members, Tim Gerard and Mickey Bell Shields Manley, are now lifelong friends whom will share why attending BMS is an absolute must.
Thank you, Liz. Hi, everyone. My name is Tim Gerard. I'm the Marketing Research and Analytics Officer here at Bay Coast Bank in Swansea, Massachusetts. Fortunate enough to attend the Bank Marketing School in 2024 with my colleague, Caitlin, who's actually on this call today. So it was a very unique experience for me. I was with a colleague. But, you know, I want you to all keep an open mind. You know, when you go to this school, you want to network. You know, want to enter with an open mind. Everyone in the room, from the faculty to the students, lives and breathes bank marketing, just like you. So feel like you're at home. You know, you have college friends that you stay in touch with. These are folks that you will stay in touch with moving forward. I mean, I just spoke with Mickey Bell this morning, and I feel like we talk every day. But take advantage of the free pre-recorded sessions that Liz mentioned. You know, take the time to really dig into the material presented before school begins, because it's really just going to set you up for a really strong week while you're in Atlanta, especially the case study. And to that point, I'm always an early bird, and believe it or not, Mickey Bell was the first person I met when I walked into the Emory Conference Hotel. And you'll get to meet her very soon and see why, you know, she's just a wealth of knowledge. She blossoms the room. It's just an amazing experience. So there's just great network opportunities from day one. You know, you get put into groups with a nice breaking session at the beginning of school, where you're eventually going to be working on a big group project with these folks. And there's breakout sessions throughout the week where you get put into different groups, and there's opportunities to sit at different seats when you're in the classroom. And then I would encourage you to also plan to sit with different people when you're having lunch, when you're having breakfast. Take those time to just get to know each other, understand each other's, you know, challenges, see how you can support one another. And, you know, everything from the school to the content to the instructors, it's second to none. From marketing planning to PR to multicultural banking, data and analytics, profitability. It just gives you tools to be able to start thinking about things you can bring back to your bank right away. So for an example, the multicultural session that David Femi presented just really hit home for both myself and Caitlin. And we were just floored when we got back to work, and we actually presented his presentation to our DEI committee, and then we will be presenting that same presentation to our CRA committee in Q1. And it's been a little bit of a slower year, but, you know, I've developed some ROI tracking material for different campaigns we're doing. And a lot of the information I pulled from Lance's marketing planning sessions, I'll be putting to use, from segmentation to modeling some customer behaviors, you know, with understanding attrition rates and things like that. So I don't want to steal too much thunder. Mickey Bell's got a lot to share with you. So I'm going to hand this over to Mickey Bell, and I look forward to seeing all of you in April in Atlanta. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. And thank you to everybody here that's viewing today. I want you all to know this is the first step in changing the trajectory of your career. Not too long ago, I had somebody from my bank that was actually asking me some questions, and they asked me what I felt was the launch pad for my career. And besides the amazing leadership and the mentors that I've had in different phases of my life, Bank Marketing School was instantly front of mind. Like Tim said, the network of peers you'll gain in both the faculty, advisory board, and fellow students is truly invaluable. As Lauren said, the curriculum is crafted by bankers for bankers. So there's no dry material. Everything is very current. Everything is very on trend. And I think that's a super important thing to note, because as bank marketers, I don't know about you, I know there's teams of every shape and size, but I'm a team of one. And I know there's many others just like me out there. And it's so nice to sit in a room of 80 something other individuals and be able to talk shop and truly be able to garner new information, share information from your own experience, and learn together and just become best friends. That's truly what you gain from it, like Teresa said. I text my friends from bank marketing school daily. Like Tim said, you know, a lot of times your college friends are the ones that stick with you the longest, but I would argue the ones that you may make at bank marketing school will also stand the test of time with you. I think another thing that's super important to note is the immediate takeaways that you have from bank marketing school. This is not a sales pitch school to where you come back to your bank and all of a sudden you're trying to pitch a $250,000 product to your board. That's not the way this is. All of the things that you will learn are immediate takeaway actionable items that you can come to the floor with when you get back to your bank and align it with your strategic plans and truly make a difference in your bank's bottom line and prove the worth of marketing. I met with somebody not too long ago who she was trying to prove the worth of her marketing campaign. And she was asking about, you know, calculating ROI on campaigns and how do you justify it? And I think something that was so notable from a direct quote from what she said was, I feel like they just think I'm a cost center. And I think all of us probably sit here and we're like, oh my gosh, you're preaching to the choir when you say that. But I think it's time for us as bank marketers to lean in and understand that we're not a cost center, we're a revenue generator. And through this school, you learn all of that and more. And so lastly, before I hand the call over to my CEO, Charlie Cross, who I'm super excited is on the call with me today, is just the ROI of a robust network. I think Charlie can attest for this too, as far as from what he's seen from me coming back. But so often, you know, we discount what a network truly is. And a network is people to lean on. It's also people to say, hey, we're looking into XYZ. Have you also went through this? Joanne Marsili, who teaches the profitability course or the ROI course, she has been amazing for me. We recently adopted a product that she already had at her bank, and her whole team has hopped on calls with my whole team to be able to make sure that we take lift off with this new product and the way that we should and have the most success from it. And so I think it's important if you are a C-suite member on this call today, or if you are a bank marketer on this call today, to don't discount the power of a powerful network, because truly that can pay just as many dividends and keep you out of difficult situations through, you know, leaning in, letting your inner extrovert out, and truly just immersing yourself in this school. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to my CEO, Charlie Cross, and he is going to give a perspective from the CEO himself, but a C-suite member, of why he sent me, why he finds value in it, and why he thinks, you know, other C-suite members should also consider the American Bankers Association Bank Marketing School. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Mickey. Good afternoon, everybody. First, let me start by saying you've got a dandy there in Miss Mickey on your advisory board. We think the world of her here, and she's doing a wonderful job. So a little prejudice, of course, but we like the heck out of her. But I am Charlie Cross. I am the CEO here at CS Bank. We're about just shy of $600 million institution in the northwest corner of Arkansas, just about 8 miles short of the Missouri line, just to give you some geography. When Mickey asked me to say a few words today, I was tickled to do it. She came back invigorated, to say the least, and full of wonderful ideas and breaking down paradigms and different things. But let me just tell you a little bit short, brief reason why we sit Mickey. You know, obviously, I don't have to tell this group and this audience that marketing is more complex and a more robust sandbox than it probably has ever been. Back when I started in banking, you know, the comment that Mickey made a minute ago that it was considered a cost center was very true. It was not valued as much. It took a back burner at the bank, and things like loan portfolios, investment portfolios, and ALCOs, and all the things that you hear about in banking were more prevalent. And I think marketing, with the delivery channels and the digital offerings and the competitive landscape that we have now, is so vital to our operation. And so by sending Mickey, we found value in her not only learning about these different ways that customers are finding you now. And again, don't have to tell the group preaching the choir, but customers are finding your institution, our institution, in a totally different manner than they ever have. And being able to be relevant in that world through marketing is vital. And so we recognize that, wanted to change some paradigms about how we thought about marketing. Mickey, as you know, from getting to know Mickey, is full of energy, and so she was raring to go. And when we sent her, we knew she'd come back with some great ideas. Now, Mickey also serves on our ALCO committee. She's on our strategic planning committee. I would encourage you, those that are C-suite members out there, to get your marketing director or your marketing folks not just involved in marketing aspects, but have them at the table, give them a voice at these different meetings, because it does make for a well-rounded bank associate. And Mickey certainly does that here at our bank. But you know, the production that we've seen from Mickey since she's been back, bringing things to the table, as I said, new ideas, has been paramount in how we've moved forward with some initiatives. We just had our bank strategic planning meeting the other day, last week, as a matter of fact. Mickey was at that table, and she brought back some great ideas. We talked about AI, which we'd never talked about AI before, and how that might integrate into our company. And so that was an interesting, robust conversation about that. But she did come back with a deeper industry knowledge, no doubt. And I think it's already been said here, so this is somewhat redundant, but I do believe that the networking that you will get at a conference like this, or a school, excuse me, is paramount. I know schools I've been to over my 30+ year career, I've gotten more out of the contacts that I've gotten, and being able to pick up the phone and call a fellow banker and bounce something, an idea, or just an initiative off of, and talk through things about what's going on in our industry, has been just absolutely valuable to me in my career. And I think Mickey has found that to be true. It sounds like from the dialogue, the back and forth today, that all of you have found that to be true. But I can assure you, just to kind of conclude here, Mickey attending this school and what she came back with, and what she's been able to articulate back from the content of the school, has been absolutely vital to how we've moved forward in the marketing world. So thanks for having me. Thanks for thinking of me. And Mickey, continue to do a good job. I know she will. And she's doing a great job for us. And I'm privileged to work with her every day. Thanks so much.
And with that, without further ado, it is with great honor that I introduce Gauri Sharma, and she is over all the certifications at the American Bankers Association, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the CFMP.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mickey Bell, and thank you everyone, Teresa, Liz, Tim, Charlie, for this wonderful introduction and tee up to the school, to bank marketing, to networking, and all of that. We honestly could not do an iota of what we do without our bankers, who are our strongest advocates and our biggest assets. And so you have just demonstrated that multiple times, better than any piece of marketing could ever have. But I'm here to talk a little bit about the CFMP, the Certified Financial Marketing Professional. So you've heard about the value of the school and how much you learn, and the network that you come back with, and the lifelong associates that you continue to learn from and innovate with and grow with. The CFMP really is the final, I consider it the cherry on top, really. You come back armed with all this knowledge, skills, and expertise in bank marketing. Taking the CFMP credential, passing that exam, using these letters with your name really signals to everyone else that you are an expert in bank marketing, that you're an expert at what you know. You're a certified expert, certified by perhaps the most prestigious banking organization in the country. So the certification demonstrates your mastery of all things marketing, and I'm not going to read the slide itself. We asked to be able to take the Certified Financial Marketing Professional exam, you have to meet certain eligibility criteria. You have to have some experience as a bank marketing professional, at least 3 years of experience, or a bachelor's degree in a marketing related field. And then if you have at least 3 years of experience, we ask that you complete the ABA Bank Marketing School. We also have an optional CFMP online exam prep. I say optional because while it's not mandatory, I can't stress the importance of something like this, which really helps you tie your knowledge together and get focused on the exam. We also have another option where if you have at least 6 years of experience as a bank marketer, you really don't need any training, because we feel that the experience you've gotten in the on-the-job experiences you've had really will help you take the exam and pass it. The exam itself is, none of our certification exams at the ABA are knowledge recall exams. They are all situational questions. These are all scenarios that you face every day in your job, and you're asked to choose what this situation has happened, what's the first thing you should do, or what is the next step you should be taking. So these are all very application-based questions, and that's why we stress on having at least some years of experience under your belt so that you're able to successfully navigate this. If we can go to the next slide, please, Lauren. We also have the CFMP online exam prep. I had mentioned it is an optional course, but it is a very good study prep, and many people who take the CFMP exam after the school also end up taking this. We have a bundle option where you can get all these 3 things together because we feel that they flow together. Again, not required, but it is an online interactive gamified exam prep where it is asynchronous. So you're led by an instructor, but you're not on all at the same time. There is a very active chat that goes on, so you can put comments and questions, and it's a monitored chat. But it is something, it's an online a course that you have access to for up to a year. Most people are in the course for a month and a half to 3 months usually. That's the amount of time they spend in the course before they take the exam. Not only does it offer you a customized study plan to prepare for the exam, it also has 2 practice exams. The practice exams are modeled exactly on the CFMP exam. The questions on the practice exam are written by the same folks who write the CFMP exam questions. So they're trained to write questions a certain way. So we hope that they're able to simulate the real thing for you. And again, it's a gamified system, so you have different kinds of study techniques, etc., that help you navigate it. I strongly encourage you, especially for those people who have 6 years or more who don't really need any training per se. I think the more experience you have, and if you're at a point in your career considering taking the CFMP, with greater experience, the one thing you may want to do is just use this online exam tool to help get into the right headspace to get ready for the exam. So that's sort of broadly speaking, the CFMP and the scope of all of that. I will stay on the call. I know that there's a couple more bits of information that have to be presented, but I'll be happy to take any questions like all of the others on the phone. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Lauren now to share some nuts and bolts about the school and about Emory Conference Center Hotel itself.
Great. Thank you so much, Gari. And thank you everyone who spoke. You've all gotten to hear a really great overview of the school and the curriculum, and then hear some testimonials from our student rep, Tim, and then Mickey Bell and Charlie. Really appreciate you all speaking on your experience at the school. So now I'd just like to run through a few key items that are important for you all to know. School registration deadline and hotel registration deadline are going to be April 7th. So the whole school will take place at the Emory Conference Center Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. All of your classes, meals, events, sleeping rooms, everything is going to be at the Emory Conference Center Hotel. So you do want to make sure that you go ahead and get that hotel reservation made before April 7th. So if you're still trying to convince your manager that you should attend the school, you can always go ahead and make your hotel reservation and then cancel it if you need to, but then you can at least guarantee that you have a sleeping room at the Emory Conference Center Hotel. So those deadlines are both going to be April 7th. And then speaking of justification, I'm also going to have my colleague Mark drop in the chat a link to the justification kit, which is on the ABA website. And that provides some more details and information that you can include as you make your ask to attend the school. I also want to make a quick note about our learning management system, Docebo. So Docebo is where you'll have access to all of the pre-coursework, the videos that you're supposed to watch ahead of the school. You'll also be able to use it as sort of like a news feed to be able to chat with fellow students. And it will also house any course materials that you'll need access to. And then, like I mentioned, the Emory Conference Center Hotel, again, that's where everything is going to take place. We do also have 2 different receptions that we do throughout the week. So also at Emory, they have a bowling alley. So we do a bowling and barbecue reception one night. And then later in the week, we also do our karaoke night, which is always super fun and a big hit amongst the students. So some other really great networking opportunities that you'll get to have with your fellow students and advisory board and faculty members. So you may be asking yourself throughout this info session, well, who should attend bank marketing school? Should I be attending bank marketing school? So I'm here to answer that for you. Bank marketing school is for any bank marketing professional who has at least 3 years of financial marketing experience. So bank marketing school is meant to be a foundational school, but we do want you to come into it with some banking knowledge so that you're able to set yourself up for success by attending when you're at the school. It's for any bank marketing professional who wants to understand bank profitability and how marketing can drive revenue. If you're seeking a springboard for career and leadership advancement, if you're driven to learn marketing's role in revenue generation, product development, customer experience, and you want to pitch the credibility of marketing to the C-suite, and if you have any interest in becoming a certified financial marketing professional, which Gary just spoke on earlier. I also wanted to give Liz and Teresa an opportunity if you all wanted to speak on this part about who should attend the school and why they should attend.
So I'll jump in first, I guess, Teresa, and just say that truly, I think as echoed by all of our colleagues on the call today, this is an opportunity for any bank marketer that is interested in elevating themselves in their organization and really putting themselves on a trajectory for success and their financial institution on a trajectory for success. So you're going to really walk away with concepts, no matter how long you've been in the industry or how long you've been in the marketing field, that you can execute immediately and work collaboratively with the other departments in your financial institution to bring to life. I think this is really an opportunity for you to look at taking everything that's going on in the industry, mapping it back to something that is fundamental and core that you can replicate time and time again and leverage as you come up with new strategies and the market continues to evolve. So for those of you that are interested in pursuing the school, I would say reach out to us, ask the questions, share with us where you are in your career path so we can share back with you how this school might impact your current experience.
And I couldn't agree with that more. And I'd also like to say that I've talked with several students who have been very successful coming into the banking industry with previous marketing experience. I've also seen the flip side where they've had a lot of banking experience, but just new into the marketing world. So no matter which path got you here, I think it's a fantastic opportunity to really hone your skills in bank marketing, learn more about how you can impact the profitability of your bank, and then also the network of peers you're going to make. You know, you can't know every single thing all the time, but being able to reach out to those colleagues across the country that, you know, they're all going through the same difficulties that we are at any given time. So you've got that huge network there supporting you all the way. And honestly, for those of you who are more weathered in our careers, I've been in the industry for 2 decades plus, and I have talked with a lot of people who have graduated from the school 10, 15 years ago. We keep this curriculum very current. So I wouldn't be surprised if we sometimes see people who have come back to attend the school again, because we do keep it current. We've got, new curriculum adding all the time. Last year we had a marketing AI course. This year we're adding a new level of branding to it. So there's lots of elements that, it is foundational, but we're also keeping it current. So there's always something new to learn.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Teresa, and thank you, Liz. And like they said, if you're wondering if this is for you, or you have enough experience or too much experience, or whatever the case may be, definitely reach out to Liz and Teresa, and they can definitely help to make sure that this is the right thing for you. And then lastly, I would just like to leave you all with what we feel is the top 5 reasons that we think that you should attend the bank marketing school, or why you should send someone on your team. So number 1, the focus on profitability and ROI. So you'll learn how to develop and execute a strategic marketing plan that garners results. You'll discover how to effectively calculate and communicate return on investment on marketing campaigns. 2, these courses cover the latest in bank marketing, including sessions like content marketing and management and banking on multicultural consumers. So again, like Liz and Teresa just said, we're always keeping it current and covering what's the latest. Number 3, gain leadership skills so that you can help direct your bank's strategic direction through integrated marketing and branding. You'll also learn to demonstrate to your bank how marketing plays an integral role in the customer experience. Number 4, build your network. There are plenty of opportunities to engage with experts and peers, including interactive classes and a group project where students create a marketing plan. You'll make lasting professional and personal connections. And number 5, develop your competencies. Classes offer the most updated strategies on topics like AI and brand intelligence, so your marketing will never be dull and outdated, but robust and innovative. So with that, I wanted to provide you all with my contact information is there at the top, as well as those who spoke today. So if you do have any additional questions after this call, please feel free to reach out to myself or any of our board members that spoke this afternoon. If you want to hear more about their individual school experiences, I know that they would be happy to share that with you and kind of dive deeper into the school. But as of now, I'd just like to open up the floor for any Q&A. If anyone has any questions at the moment, you can either put it in the chat or feel free to come off of mute and ask your questions.
Lauren, I see that there's a question about the size of the school. What is the size of the class?
Yep, so the class normally ranges from about 70 to 85 students.
Yep, and Emily, you said in your year there were about 100-ish, so that can go up as much as that.
It can go up. Yep.
And I think the one thing that we maybe fail to mention, but when we look at that makeup or the composition of like those 80 to students or more, we see a wide variety of financial institution sizes represented. So you're going to get experiences with individuals across the country. And I know Teresa mentioned that like we have friends coast to coast, that we rely on and kind of network with continuously. So I think you're going to find that the experience is shared by the different financial institution sizes, the diversity in the bank structures, all of that contributes back to the curriculum. So it really is just game changing in terms of how you kind of look at different issues, how people are leveraging different resources, and where you can level set your expectations for application.
And another thing to point out too, a lot of banks, one-man bands, Mickey Bell talked about being the only marketing person at her institution, but we do have people who attend from bigger banks, and they might have a very specialized focus within marketing. So the beauty of the school is you're learning a broad range of topics, and so you might specialize in one area and not have a lot of exposure in another. This kind of helps level set you, and think about it for your career development, not just for the existing job that you've got, but that job that you're going to go for next. Maybe you want to be the marketing director or the CMO at your company. So you never know where your career path is going to take you. So kind of come in with an open mind of, you might have a very focused job right now, but the potential to expand your horizons and your knowledge is immense here.
There's a question about, will the slides from today be shared, Lauren?
Yes, Yep. So we'll send out an email after the call, either probably in the next 24 hours or so once we get the recording back, and we will share the recording as well as just some additional information for you all in that email.
Hey, Lauren, I'm seeing a question from Caitlin, and she says, is there a benefit for marketers coming from consultant banks, bankers banks, with the content being primarily directed to retail banks?
I can take that. I would say absolutely. I think it kind of helps you frame up how a bank makes money regardless. So as you're walking through, the profitability sessions and ROI, it kind of helps you get a good handle on that. There might be a few sessions that you don't feel apply currently, but again, as you're looking at your potential growth in other, in the financial services industry, I think it would be a good, it would make you a more well-rounded banker.
And I do know from this past year in Tim's class in 2024, we did have a couple of students from bankers banks, as well as we even had some people that worked at digital marketing agencies as well. So I think there's something to stand to benefit in every capacity if you're serving the financial industry space whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren Pat, hey Lauren, I've been chatting with you on email. Lauren Pat asked about if there's a study guide, and Mark Greenhaw mentioned the Marketing Financial Services textbook. That is a great resource. I know as you're studying for the CFMP, there's a lot of great detail in there that can help you kind of dig in and prepare yourself. So, but I think it's a good tool as you prepare to get ready for school as well. So check that one out as well.
And I'll just add that it's a great tool to reference post CFMP. You can keep referring back to that. It's excellent if you can get a copy of that.
Really, I think that the greater stress would be not attending the school. Because I do feel like you are given so many resources that equip you for all different types of scenarios, from crisis communication to market, trials and tribulations. I mean, this really is going to be a game-changing experience for you and your financial institution. So if you need any of us to speak with any decision makers at your institution, we'd be more than happy to do so to help prove your case to join us in Atlanta.
We have one more question.
There's
one out there from Tori asking if we have any young mothers. Somebody's got a 5-month-old. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually, when I attended many years ago, my children were babies. I actually ended up skipping a year because I had a brand new baby. So it's hard to leave, them at home but once you're there, you're going to be so immersed in it. But there again too, we've got people on the other side of the career spectrum. So we've got, lots of young people just getting into the careers and others that are wanting to learn more and dig in. So I think, we've seen the gamut of all of it. Congratulations on your 5-month-old.
Yep, you'll see many of us sitting out in the hallways in between classes or at the end FaceTiming. So we're all there, and it's one big support group. So working moms, we are there as one continuous network, and we've got your back.
Great. All right. Any other questions that I missed in the chat, or any other questions that anyone has?
I think you got everything so far.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you all so much for attending today. We really appreciate you all taking the time to be on with us and learn a little bit more about the Bank Marketing School. And again, if you have any additional questions that come up, please feel free to reach out to any of us. Registration is open on aba.com. So if after this call you're like, I'm ready to go and register, then you can go ahead and do that. And again, thank you for being on, and we hope to see you at school in April.